So I've made a video before in which I just basically let my accent do whatever, because English is not my first language, so sometimes my accent slips around, and that leads to me having to fake my own accent, which is weird. But this time I want to show you something different. So I've kind of rehearsed this so it's not as natural as it's supposed to be, but this is basically this sounds so weird. This is so weird. This is not real. It's in fact not real. So I have a lot of so weird. I have a lot of made up accents, and one of my by made up I mean this is not natural. This is not what I had in mind. By the way, this is something different. So what I originally wanted to tell you is that I have a lot of accents that I slip into, and they're not always real ones. Like some I slip into actual accents for like a word or two, and sometimes I slip into my own made up accent when I'm tired or excited or whatever. So today, this accent, it's not even the accent I want to show you is not even the accent I'm speaking in right now. This is just I don't know what this is. This is the result of me rehearsing the content of this video in that accent in my head. So it's still whatever right now. So I mean, this like right now I'm not speaking in an existing accent. I'm doing my own thing. So I guess that could also work as one of my own original accents, but now I have to do the what's it called, the inception of accents, where I have to fake my own accent that is an accent that I do when I don't fake my own accent. Okay, I'm not gonna re-record this video because we've come so far. So now I'm gonna try my best to imitate myself when I was rehearsing this video, when it worked. Okay, what do you want me to say? I don't know. Let's read off of something. This is gonna be painfully long video that I don't even know what I'm doing. Poems. Just poems. What? I'm not even gonna tell you who they're by in the video title, because a poem by Daniel Kopke. I don't know how Kopke. I am so sorry, Daniel. I do not know how to say your name. Okay, let me try to imitate myself. Imitate my own. What? Imitate myself when I'm doing an accent. That okay. You don't have to be productive to be worth something. Doing more doesn't make you better or smarter or more valuable, and taking a break does not make you lazy. It makes you human. That was a decent attempt at my own accent that I no longer have, because half an hour have passed and my accent changes every minute. I am so mysterious. It's weird. You know what? Let's dump that idea out of the window. Let me just speak however I want to for the rest of this video about absolutely nothing, so you can have an idea of how whimsical my accent can be sometimes. To be very honest with you, I do not know what accent this is right now. This is like a mixture of the accent I wanted to show you, an Irish accent but like really inaccurate, an American accent but also really inaccurate, my Chinese kind of accent, my own accent but like with Chinese characteristics because I'm Chinese. Just everything, just okay, what should I say? Headphones, pen, glue, alcohol. I do not mean alcohol as in liquor. I mean like alcohol as in alcohol. Cup, air purifier. That's such a hard word to say. Lamp or lamp? Lamp, the light on your desk. Clothes, teddy bear, Cross. Sword. Yes, I have a sword. No, it's not a real sword. I think it's illegal because it's not a real sword. Sunglasses. I'm just naming things in my room, and that's not really safe. Okay. What are some words? Wait, I can sing, but then I have to add the song names in the title. I don't feel like doing that. Let me just read things off of. Oh, Pride and Prejudice no longer has copyright. Let me write Pride and Prejudice in this accent. Oh, it's already 5 minutes have passed. Interesting. Stay tuned for part 2 or something. Alright. This video was supposed to go on Instagram, but it's too long. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Maybe. What? I'm trying to find like Pride and Prejudice, because I think it's illegal now to like read it without, I don't know, without things. That's not it. What? Oh. Okay. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However little known of the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first encounter in a neighborhood, this truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered as the rightful property of some one or another of their daughters. Why do I sound kind of vaguely Irish? I don't know. This is not how it's supposed to go. Anybody from Ireland or Northern Ireland, I'm sorry. My dear Mr. Bennet, says his lady to him one day, have you heard that Netherfield Park is let at least? Mr. Bennet replied that he has not. But it is, returned she, for Mrs. Long has just been here, and she told me all about it. Mr. Bennet made no answer. Do you not want to know who has taken it? Cried his wife impatiently. You want to tell me, and I have no objection in hearing it. This was an invitation enough. Well, why, my dear, you must know. Mrs. Long says that Netherfield is taken by a young man of large fortune from the north of England, that he came down on Monday in a chase, I don't know how to say that. English is not my first language, and for to see the place, and was so much delighted with it that he agreed with Mr. Morris immediately that he is to take possession before Michaelmas, I don't know how to say his name, and some of the servants are to be in the house by the end of next week. What is his name? Bingley? I don't know. Is he married or single? Oh, single, my dear, to be sure. A single man of large fortune, 4,000 or 5,000 a year. What a fine thing for our girls. How so? How can it affect him? My dear Mr. Bennet, I'm sorry I'm laughing because I hear how ridiculous my accent is. This is, again, not the accent that I wanted to show you. This is a different one that my brain just came up on the spot. My dear Mr. Bennet, replied his wife, how can you be so tiresome? You must know that I'm thinking of his marrying one of them. Is that his design is settling here? Is that his design is settling here? Design? Nonsense, how can you talk so? But it is very likely that he may fall in love with one of them, and therefore you must visit him as soon as he comes. I see no occasion for that. You and the girls may go, or you may send them by themselves, which perhaps will be still better, for as you are as handsome as any of them, Mr. Bingley might like you the best of the party. My dear, you flatter me. I certainly have had my share of beauty, but I do not pretend to be anything extraordinary now. When a woman has 5 grown-up daughters, she ought to give over thinking of her own beauty. In such case, a woman has not often much beauty to think of. But, my dear, you must indeed go and see Mr. Bingley when he comes into the neighborhood. It is more than I gauge for, I assure you. There's sweat dripping down my face because it's hot. So, yeah. But consider your daughters. Only think what this is not my accent by any means. Should I fake an American accent for this one? No, I should fake an English accent for this one. Because I'm done showing off my own non-existent, non-regional accent. But consider your daughters. Only think what an establishment it'd be for one of them. That's so weird. That's not how English people sound. Sir Williams and Lady Lucas are determined to go, merely on that account. I sound like a Scottish person trying to sound English. No. For in general, no, that's wrong. That's no. I've given up on faking accent because I don't want to offend people and I don't want to offend my own ears. So we're going back to my whatever accent this mess is right now. For in general, they visit no newcomers. Indeed, you must go, for it will be impossible for us to visit him if you do not. You are over scrupulous? Huh? Surely. I dare say Mr. Bingley will be very glad to see you, and I'll send a few lines by you to assure him of my hearty consent to him marrying whichever he chooses of the girls, though I must throw in a good word for my little Lizzie. I desire you to do... I don't remember. I desire you will do no such thing. Lizzie is not a bit better than the others, and I am sure and I am sure she is not half so handsome as Jane, nor half so good humored as Lydia, but you are always giving her the preference. They have none of them much to recommend them, replied he. They are all silly and ignorant like other girls, but Lizzie has something more of quickness than her sisters. Sisters. How do you say sisters in the normal way? Sisters, there we go. Mr. Bennet, how can you abuse your own children in such a way? You take delight in vexing me. You have no compassion for my poor nerves. You mistake me, my dear. I have high respect for your nerves. They are my old friends. I've heard you mention them with consideration these 20 years at least. You do not know why I suffer, but I hope you will get over it and live to see many young men of 4,000 a year come into the neighborhood. That's funny. It'll be no use to us if 20 such should come, since you will not visit them. Depend upon it, my dear, that when they are 20, I will visit them all. Mr. Bennet is funny. Mr. Bennet was so odd a mixture of quick parts, sarcastic humor, reserve, and caprice, I don't know, that the experience of 23 years has been insufficient to make his wife understand his character. Her mind was less difficult to develop. She was a woman of mean understanding, little information, and uncertain temper. So weird there, my accent was so weird there. The business of, okay, so you know how I said that I have different accents that I slip into, and they're mostly not real or not regional, but now I'm going to allow myself to slip into a different one, and hopefully it'll be different, because who knows what my brain does. When she was disoriented, I'm disoriented. When she was discontented, she fancied herself nervous. The business of her life was to get her daughters married. The solace was visiting and news. Chapter 2. Or Bennet? No. Mr. Bennet? Oh, Mr. Bennet. Oh, okay. The letter was weird. Mr. Bennet was among That's not how anybody says that word. Mr. Bennet was among the earliest of those who waited on Mr. Bingley. He has always intended to visit him. So the alternative accent did not occur to me, did not happen in my mouth. So now, switch of strategy, I'm gonna just stare at the text and just read the text as how I want to read them, instead of putting on my random accent or a real accent or whatever. So I'm gonna do that. Mr. Bennet was among the earliest of those who waited on Mr. Bingley. He has always intended to visit him.